So let's go ahead and look into different algorithm design techniques and the approaches with which we can develop different algorithms. So here is a situation, guys. So for example, you are back from the market, you have done with your groceries, and you forgot your phone somewhere in your house. So you are back and your house is a mess. Now you want to find where your phone is, and fortunately the phone rings, and you are hearing the ring and you are trying to find it out. So what kind of solutions they come to your mind? So there are different approaches with which we can find our phone. Number one is exhaustive search or brute force algorithm. So it's where you try to find all possible solutions. So you go around and look at everywhere. So you are guaranteed that you will find your phone. How long it will take? If you are lucky, maybe you get it in first couple of minutes, or it might take hours. But in this kind of problem, in this kind of solutions, this brute force algorithm solutions, you are guaranteed that you will have the exact solution of the problem, but they are intensive. Another approach is you might want to drop out some options. So the situation is that you realize that the bell is ringing somewhere on top of your head. So what you're going to do then, you would probably leave it looking in the current floor, and you will try to go up floors and you will see up there rather than looking in the same place or looking downstairs. So in this way you have trimmed some options. So you are throwing away some options. So in that case, this kind of approach is called as branch and bound. So it saves some of your time, but still not the exact solution, still not the good solution. A greedy approach is where you are hearing the bell, but you are ignoring that there may be a lot of obstacles in the way. So if you are the bell is ringing and you are rushing towards it, maybe in your way you can find a trap, or maybe you can break something. So that kind of approach is called as greedy approach, right? So just like a greedy person needs money, so he can sometimes forget about the consequences of of doing some wrong approaches. So that kind of approach is a greedy approach. Dynamic programming is another technique in which what you do is you take your problem and you break that problem into small set of sub problems. Then you solve those sub problems, and in the end you get those solutions and put them together. So as a whole, in the end, your problem is solved. But here, this approach is actually computationally very expensive. So in order to break it into the sub problems first, and then keep track of all possible solutions, and then in the end integrate those solutions. So obviously, when we move on towards the sequence comparisons and sequence analysis problems, we will see this dynamic programming approach implemented over there. It might be helpful to learn from the past. So if you remember the past, you might conclude, for example, in this example, you know that 80% of the time you have left your phone in the bathroom, 15% in the kitchen, and 5% in your bedroom. So it will be a good idea, if you remember that, maybe you can go and look into the bathroom and you might want to find it. So if you are learning from the past, that approach is called as a machine learning. But maybe a mindless person who leaves his telephone in the bathroom might not remember that.